What's going on, everybody? Lucky Jack and Dad working on the 64 C10 today, and we are starting an exhaust system, and we're going to finish up by the end of the video, but to us that's a great length of time. But right now we're just kind of measuring things out, trying to get everything lined up, tacked up, as you can tell. Currently all we have is the header collectors going into a 45 degree, and then we have our Widowmakers, better known as neighbor haters, mufflers on each side. These are 2.5-inch exhaust, 6-inch bullet style muffler from Black Widow, the greatest muffler company known to man. And I mean, it looks pretty good. I did all the TIG welds on there. They look pretty good. All stainless steel pipe. I don't know what you think, Dad. I think it's going pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's coming out pretty good. We'll see what happens whenever we fire it up and it makes noise. If our neighbors don't hate us, do we get to sue them for false marketing?
Not at all. I like Black Widow too much for that. And then we got our cool H-pipe setup that's going to be coming up. But yeah, that's kind of what we're doing right now. So let's start welding. So we got our mufflers set where we want them, and we have a ground strap off of the LS hung on the exhaust right now. So that should hopefully ground the workpiece, but I'm getting ready to turn on the TIG and tack these mufflers on both sides to the 45 pieces. So hopefully this works. We got power, we got gas. Really don't need filler rod for this. You ready?
Yeah.
Remember, you're just tacking it.
I know, but I was having trouble making a good tack.
And don't forget your post flow over stainless.
Oh yeah, sorry. I mean, that's pretty good tack. I'm not going to be able to get under it without taking that piece off. I just thought about that.
You might be able to tack the two sides though, and at least have like 3 tacks.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. It's a lot harder to do standing than you'd think.
You might switch, I don't know whether you want to start on the top. You probably want to start on the muffler and work down, don't you, once you get a pull?
That's like how I've been doing it. Holy crap, this is hard. That was alright.
Not too bad for a 15-year-old TIG welder?
No, not too bad for a 15-year-old TIG welder. This is what, my 4th time ever TIG welding, I think?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that, so.
This is not a YouTube how-to on TIG welding, is it?
No, this is we're making it work with the best of our abilities.
Hey, it's all good.
It is. Well, so we'll get one more tack on here, then I'll go over there and do that side.
Cool. You might check your, so one thing that I picked up on the TV.
On the two televisions?
Yeah.
The Mike Finnegans?
On TV is before you actually light your torch, try and make your pass to see if it's going to be comfortable and you can fit your torch in and everything. Okay. Because of that long end cap, it's going to limit how you can get down in there, but you might be able to figure out like an angle where it works pretty good for you.
That's what I was having trouble with on that side, was I couldn't fit it next to the transmission. Yeah. It's a huge transmission.
6L90.
Okay, let's see. You ready?
Yep.
Yeah, that ain't working. I think I can fit it about like
I think it'll actually work like that. Don't forget your post flow.
Like that?
Yep.
That's probably the best one so far.
Nice.
But yeah, got 3 tacks on there, so we'll just go do that to the other side and we'll be good.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Post flow.
Oh yeah, sorry.
How that work?
That did work.
Look at you with an autogenous tack.
I don't like how it divots.
Because you're not holding the gas over it.
Okay. Try it on this one.
I don't know what the post flow's set to, but it's got like 5 seconds or something.
Okay. There we go. I mean, that one's still divoted. I left the post flow on it.
Yeah, it's okay. Luckily, it's just exhaust, and nobody's ever going to see it except for on the YouTubes. I can't believe I just said the YouTube's being sarcastic.
Wow.
Cool. Nice. What do you think?
I think it looks pretty good. I mean, I didn't use any filler rod on those, so I'm pretty proud of that. But,
absolutely.
Yeah, it was taking a little bit more time to get a good enough pool to be able to connect the 2 pieces, but I think that's pretty solid.
Yeah,
so,
no, I would agree.
Solid tacks, and then we'll start working on the H-pipe.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Let's get to it.
So right now, Dad's taking some measurements for the H-pipe and just kind of figuring out how much of that short little piece of pipe that we need so that it can slide into the muffler and slide into the T right there and have enough room to be able to stick both pieces together and still have a little bit of gap. As you can see right there, it's about, what, an inch of gap?
That's an inch.
Inch of gap? Okay. So we can get under the tail shaft of the transmission, get it to both sides, and so that whenever the drive shaft moves, it's not going to hit the intermediate section. So we finished up the mocking up the H-pipe, and it looks really well. It comes out to a good spot on the transmission, and there's mufflers are welded, and it looks pretty good. But the final real part of the exhaust system is going to be the tips. And what better tips to use than, if you have the loudest muffler known to man, you should just might as well buy the most ridiculous exhaust tips that you can find on Facebook Marketplace. So these are a set of, excuse the rain, Dr. Gas boom tubes. They were designed for NASCAR, as most people know. They're very slim fit, which is nice to fit under the truck, gives us lots of ground clearance. But these are real deal boom tubes. These are not something that somebody made. Well, somebody did make them, but they're not homemade or anything like that. We picked these suckers up for 60 bucks for the set, which we're super excited about. I've stripped them back to bare metal, and we're gonna paint them in a high temp grill paint later, but I think that's gonna look pretty mean under the 64, don't you? So we're hanging the boom tube exhaust tips right now, and as you can see, we have our little mount made out of various materials to properly shim it up to the bedside. But it's not exactly where we wanted it originally, but you can't go back any further with it without interfering with the trailing arm. So I'm making mounts right now so that it'll hold it up, so we can get the exhaust from the H-pipe to the boom tube without having to really go back and constantly move this or anything. So this will make sure that it's going to be in place at all times.
And how's it working out for you?
I mean, it's good now. I mean, I'm mounting it from the bottom of the bedside, so be good. You can't see in there. It's dark. They're literally nothing that you're seeing, but okay, whatever. Give me a thumbs up, because make sure you're good. But,
Of course I'm good. I look like Darth Vader.
okay, welding helmets aren't flattering per se. Gas check. It's flowing. This is when I'm gonna wish I really had one of those hand triggers for the TIG where you just tap it on here instead of having to use the foot pedal. Working on cars is just like 8% acrobatics, 1% gymnast, 5% knows how to do everything, 20% electrician, 15% photographer. I feel like I can keep going. 1% like outlaw to an extent, because this is definitely not something that California would be okay with. This exhaust system.
Yeah.
You good? Oh, crap. Oh, crappy. How am I going to do this?
Hey, am I sitting on anything I shouldn't be?
No, you're good. Okay. Just like driving a really compact British car. Good?
Yeah.
Come on. There we go, finally. That is a terrible tack. This is terrible material to weld on. I can't get the exhaust things, the hangers, I can't get them to pool and make a puddle, so I can draw that puddle down on the boom tube. So I guess I'm gonna have to start on the boom tube, try to bring it into the thing, and if not, I got filler rod. So what?
I'm not gonna get shocked at my butt, am I?
No. The only reason that I got shocked was because I grounded it to here, and apparently it was touching, I guess it was touching the frame or something, and it grounded up through that, and when I was sitting right here, it shocked me in the back. That was terrible. I can't believe it did that. Okay, I want to see if I can get one more tack on that, and then I'll tack it on that side and then finish weld it, which is going to be the hard part because it's at such a weird
Angle?
angle, and it's under the truck, and
Be easier if it was lifted right now on the lift.
yeah, it would be a lot. Actually, it really wouldn't, because I'd need to get in there still, so it's just going to be a pain in the butt to take apart.
What do you mean, take apart?
Like, if I ever have to take the exhaust off, I'm going to have to take the hangers off and just drop the whole thing.
Oh, we're not going to take the exhaust off.
Oh, I know not, but like, if I ever had to take that out or something.
Cool.
Okay.
Hold on.
You ready?
No.
Okay, tell me when.
I gotta pull his helmet down. Good.
What?
Okay, so one of the final pieces of the exhaust that I have to do is a straight section going into a 45, and this 45 is going to connect to a straight 3.5 inch piece to another 45, and that's what's going to connect our system of H-pipe into the boom tubes. They're going to be two separate pieces, so for serviceability reasons we can pull them apart. But I don't have a clamp that's going to fit on this, so I'm trying to figure out how to hold this. And I'm on my own right now, so I think I may just use, and you guys can do this in your shop too. I've done this at home. It works very well. Pretty good little trick. Take some painter's tape, preferably the 3M Auto green stuff, because that's the best painter's tape. I don't really like the blue stuff. It doesn't work super great. But take it, rip it, just a little piece. Make sure that you're lined up. Just tape that on there. And do it on both sides. So I'll do it here. I'll do it over here. And now I'm ready to lay tacks on here. So let's go. So the pieces did not turn out as well as I wanted them to, which is okay because those 45s were some cheap Chinese stainless steel pieces, so I knew that they weren't going to weld super great, and they did all right, but yeah, I don't think that it looks too bad, so we're going to shove those in there and start measuring up for the boom tubes. So I have my 45 straight piece set up right now, as you can see. Going in that, now I got to put a 45 on the boom tube and connect it with a 3.5 inch piece of straight pipe, which shouldn't be too bad. I got it all cut out. I had it looking pretty good to where I think it's going to fit upright, so I got to get down here on the truck and start welding. Hopefully this turns out well. There we go. And there we go. I have the driver's side free hanging right now. I was hoping it was going to be more in line with the bed side, but it appears that apparently it dropped a little on this side, and that's just because the exhaust hanger isn't bolted up. But look at that. All of it's tacked together on this side. Now I got to work on drinker's side, which is going to take a little bit because at least on that one I had that piece to weld on. Don't have that piece over there on that boom tube, so I'm going to have to custom fabricate all of that. So let's get started. So I have a 4.5 inch piece that I needed to get from there to there, but as you can tell, that pipe is slightly oval right there. And on top of that, it's not exactly at a great angle, so I'm going to hopefully hold this up here, mark it just right, and see if I can get the angle on it. So let's see if I can do that one real quick. Who bets I don't get this on the first try? Let me see if I can find a place to set the GoPro. That look lined up? So I'm going to end up just lopping this piece off with a cutoff wheel because I can't get it to work on anything else, and then I'll just touch it up on the sander so that it's right. But this will be fun. So give me a few seconds and let's see how this goes. That is a really rough cut, but good thing I can touch it up on the belt sander. Okay, so I cut the piece and I addressed it to the best of my abilities, which is not super great because it's at a weird angle. And I was like, oh, it's going to fit up. No, it doesn't fit up. I mean, it fits up pretty good. Look at that. Look at that. But it sits more on it, so it's like a slip over, which I'm okay with. I slipped this over and I put some tacks on there, and as long as it doesn't leak exhaust fumes, we're in business. The only thing that worries me is I'm afraid that the measurements are off now because of how I chopped it, but actually I think it'll end up working out in my favor. So let me go weld the 45 piece with the little 3.5 inch pipe together, and then we'll mock up that part, and this exhaust system will be officially tacked all the way together. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to tack weld the straight piece to the 45 right here, and then I'm going to go take it over there, measure it up, and see if it's going to work. But I think it should, so let me tack weld this real quick. Together. Again, I hate these Chinese. Oh, that left a little sticky residue on there. That's going to be fun to clean. I hate these Chinese 45s because as soon as you tack it on one side, you'll think that you'll be fine on the other, and then all of a sudden it'll start shifting. So maybe spend a little bit more money than I did on the exhaust pipe, but you know, it works. It's just I got to fill in a lot of gaps, and it likes to burn through a lot quicker than the stainless steel that I bought. So it looks like that it's just all gonna barely fit together. I had it all together just a second ago, and then it fell apart. So I unbolted the section from the truck of the 45 into the other 45, and you know what, from afar, let me back this camera up, it looks pretty good. I'm getting ready to weld this on there because I could not get it on that truck. It would not stay grounded. It was having trouble. But when you get up on them, they aren't the prettiest thing in the world. I had a lot of blow through. Those are good. These are not. Those are where they started to blow through, and I was having a lot of trouble. So I had to fix a lot of them. But you know, overall, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, I did a lot better job on the other side, but this one's not too bad with the janky measurements that I had going. So let me tack that on there and be good to go. So I got it in there. It took a butt ton of effort. Crap, it's not super great. It's not super straight right there, and I only tacked that right there, which apparently it came a little bit out of alignment from where it needed to be, but it's hung. I mean, they have the same drop on each side. They're about the same distance out. It looks like this one may be slightly further back by like 1/4 of an inch than that side, which it's okay. I'm not mad at it, but you know what, overall I'm pretty proud of this exhaust system. Right here we've essentially built the world's loudest and exhaust with NASCAR boom tubes and a set of Black Widow neighbor haters. So I'm pretty happy about it. I'll have to finish weld it all and it'll be pretty good. So I finished up the exhaust system. Here's the tips. They've been painted. The exhaust system's up under the truck, so I can't show it to you right now because the bed and the cab are back on, which I'm really excited about. If you haven't seen the update videos that have been coming about this, please go check those out. There's going to be more of those coming really soon. And I'm very sorry, guys. You know, I got really busy recently. School started up about a few weeks ago. And, you know, I've been going to community college classes, and just a lot of stuff happened. We ended race season just recently. And, you know, I haven't had a lot of time to do filming. I've had time to work on the cars. I just haven't had time to film them. So Biscayne content will be coming soon. Truck content. Probably by the end of the year, I'll put out some Camaro videos again. And just please check them all out. You know, the 6.0 C10 with NASCAR boom tubes and probably the world's loudest exhaust system, in my opinion. I think it's going to sound freaking gnarly, and I'd love to see this thing just absolutely rip. But it's going to be a little bit till that, but Dad's doing an amazing job with the wiring. And I think I did a really good job on the exhaust to be 15. Well, now I'm 16. So yeah, you know, just a 16-year-old doing all this stuff in the garage by himself with his dad and with his mom. I mean, you know, we do everything here at home. We fab everything. So if you liked what you saw, leave a comment, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Hit the bell so you can receive those notifications when I put out videos for y'all. And just keep looking for Lucky Jack Racing content, and because we put out some of the best dadgum 16-year-old hot rodder content on YouTube. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.